Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers, there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. And it seems to happen, so I'm thinking this might be a YouTube thing, where every time I roll over a even number, like last one was 1,900 subscribers, it's like I get a huge jump again. So I think that's just a thing, but creeping up on 2,000, that is awesome. Why do I do this with my hands? Quick update on the channel. I live in Michigan, of course. Well, maybe not, of course. That's what the tip of the mitt is. Michigan's a mitten. Our summers are the best summers, bar none, compared to any other place anywhere. But they are very, very short. They are very, very short. So Tuesday premieres will be sporadic to not at all. Something in that range. So if I do have one, make sure you've got the bell notification on if that's something you enjoy doing. In case I do decide to do one, basically it'll be if the weather's bad, I will do it. If not, I will be outside playing with my kids. That's it. When I hit 2,000 subs, I will be doing a live stream, whether or not I have the proper equipment or not. I don't care if it's from my phone, whatever it is. I'll use this ancient laptop that would probably freeze every 5 seconds. When I hit 2,000, I'm going live probably when it happens. Maybe right before it happens, and maybe I can watch it roll over, that kind of thing. That might be fun. But either way, premieres, very few to unlikely to have them at all for the next few months. But bell notification, just in case I have one. And then also lives, alive if I hit 2,000, but also as soon as I get the stuff to do lives will be a more common thing for the channel, but I might do them on a separate channel. YouTube's weird about adding things to your channel that's not what you normally do. It hurts the algorithm, blah, 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 blah. You guys don't care about that stuff. 11 orders going out today. Let's make some money. First thing going out, C5 is a Brett Favre jersey. Favre, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got this and another jersey and some hats, and I made okay money on them. The jersey I should have passed on. I think I paid 15 bucks for it. Not only is it Green Bay, I hate Green Bay. Not only is it Brett Favre, I hate Brett Favre. Like, not only did he play for Green Bay forever and, you know, beat up my Lions for a long time, he's also just a terrible human being. He was a terrible human being when he played. Had a bunch of issues, just a terrible person. And then now, a way worse person. I didn't think that could happen. He's a really bad, he should be in prison right now. I don't know how he's not. He like scammed a whole town out of what. Look into the story if you care. But he, honestly, I don't know how he's not in prison. I don't get it. But somebody's still a fan. $24.99 free shipping. So like I said, if I'm remembering correctly, I paid 15 bucks. So I'm not making much there. Still something, though. Next up, A5 is a Pyrex 441 in the woodland pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that what I said? No, I said 5, right? Right back here. Hidden, buried, because it's been listed forever for 2 reasons. 1, no lid. 2, it's the woodland pattern, which is a terrible seller because it's like a muted brown color. Not wonderful, unless I guess your decor calls for it, but not a great seller. Turquoise, pink, vibrant colors, the primary set. Those colors, those sell much better. I must have accepted an offer, $10 plus shipping. And I got 11 sales going out, but it was a terrible sales weekend. Terrible. I was working to get those 11 sales, sending offers, sending lowball offers, counter offers, all this running sales, changing things, doing that. It was more work than it should have been for how many things I was listing, but it is what it is. I also do have 3 TCG player orders going out. One of them, it's a bummer. This one right here is the order was like $40, but you know, after fees and all that kind of stuff and cost of goods, because the cards in there are a specific card I've been targeting, buying from eBay, selling on TCG player. I don't make a ton of money off of it, but it sells the day I list it. I list it for whatever price I list it, and it sells. By the next morning, they're always gone. But normally, this order still would have, even though it was a $40-ish order, I still would have because the process I've been using with the ship shields inside of a team bag, that's what these are called. They're like so that gives me my vapor barrier. Then inside a normal plain white envelope with a stamp, 100% success rate, positive feedback. I also buy cards, so I see how other people ship stuff, and my way is superior to 75% of the cards I receive. So this $40 order, I would have still put in an envelope with a stamp, not cared, but it's going to Puerto Rico. So I was like, okay, I'll just, whatever. It's a bigger dollar. I'll eat the extra cost. And so the shipping on it ended up being $4 something. Not ideal. I regret the decision. I would not do that again, because if I do that every time, let me rephrase that. If I send it in a plain white envelope every time and I lose one order or like 1% of orders, I will still make more money than if I put them in a padded envelope and use first class shipping. It's like, yes, it's the risk reward. Yes, it is riskier, but I will over time make more money. And that's something that's difficult for people when they start, because every lost package, every return, every issue is a big issue. You focus on it. You've never had it happen. You don't know how to deal with it. It gets easier. You never like it, but you get better at it. You get better at accepting it. And next up, we got a viewer sale. B3A is a pair of vintage scissors from Italy. Ooh la la. I got a friend that's over gallivanting Europe right now and putting pictures on Instagram, stuff like that. It makes me very jealous. I love to travel. I haven't been anywhere in... I don't want to do the math because it would make me sad. That's going out to Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. I love you're very active in the comments, in the premieres, all that kind of stuff. I very much appreciate that. I will also throw in a tip of the Mitt Flip sticker for you. That goes in every viewer order if I remember. So that's not a promise. That's a hope that I remember. $11.39 free shipping, if I didn't say. And I think that was on sale. What I had over the weekend was a 9% promoted, and I ran a 5% whole store sale. Next up, it's a book. American Horse-Drawn Vehicles. I think that must be a tall book. It is right over here. American Horse-Drawn Vehicles by Jack D. Rittenhouse. And that's what it is. Sleighs and carriages. What a fancy life they lived. Except for the fact that everyone smelt bad. The air was disgusting. Like, people talk about pollution now. Go back to when they used to use coal. Like, are you kidding me? Like, just the air was literally black. $14.24 free shipping. That will, of course, go media mail. Next up, B3E is a ping golf adjusting tool thingy. B3E. I see it here. And I assume this is for a club, because some clubs you can adjust the loft on them with a little crank and a crank. And that's exactly what it is right there. And I said before, golf season's firing up for my type of area right now. Other areas, you know, some places have year-round golf. Come on. I can't even imagine it. How do people go to work? But for that, I got $13.29 free shipping. Oh, yeah, and I keep forgetting to tell you, actually, none of the stuff except for the book so far and the tool were sold through promoted listing. So even though I had 9% on, 3 of those items were not through promoted. And actually today is a Monday. So my golf league started last week, got rained out. This week, course is still flooded. Of course, we tried to start 2 weeks early this year. I don't know why, it's silly. I don't make those decisions. I just show up and win. No, I just show up and get 14th place every year out of like 30. It's honestly every year. We get somewhere between 13th and 15th place every single year. But yes, your golf stuff should be listed. If it's not, cherry pick it, get it out there. If not, it's not going to sell till probably next season. Next up is a CD, Bob James and Earl something. I think it said Earl Cough. Oh, we got a rock star coming in. Hi, Blackbeard. Quit showing off for the people. All right, back to work, Drew, back to work. This one right here, Bob James and Earl Clue. 1-on-1. I don't know where that came from. Not a clue, but $12.34 free shipping for a CD. I will take that. I used to use CD mailers. I don't anymore because I don't sell enough of them. If you do, buy CD mailers. They're so easy. They're not super cheap, but time saver. So if you're listing 100 CDs, just buy them. What I do now is I just take a piece of cardboard and wrap it and hit myself in the face with it and wrap it around. Does the exact same thing. Come on, Blackbeard, get out of here. Next up, C2 is 2 proactive repairing treatments. And C2 right here. And I think that's all the proactive I had listed. And they all sold relatively close to each other within like 2 weeks. So I think I had them priced up just a little bit. And then once I ran sales, they became probably the cheapest option. On one of them, I had the buyer reach out to me and said, hey, I got like a burny, itchy feeling when I used it. I just responded, I've never used this before. It was sealed, but people have like allergies and things. I said, you should probably consult your physician. You should consult your dermatologist. Don't ask me. Don't ask a random guy on eBay. That's not what you should do. But for the pair of those, $37.99 free shipping. That's lovely because I paid less than $1. I'm gonna kick you out if you don't be quiet. Okay, one more belly rub. One more belly rub. Oh, you fat kitty. Do your cats think they're starving to death all the time? That's a cat thing, right? They just, if they're not eating, they are starving. So next up, B3E is a pair of salt and pepper shakers. B3E. And I am so glad these sold because I was putting stuff in here that I was listing the other day in this drawer. And these just kept getting jammed up and making me angry. And you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. So these right here, I think came in a Mikhail mystery box. So if that's true, that means less than $1. $12.99 free shipping. Those are kind of heavy. But I did send out an offer. I don't think that was the list price. But I'm glad to have them out of that drawer. I probably shouldn't have put them in there in the first place. Next up is a game we play for the Wii. Right here, We Play for the Wii, which is kind of like a Wii Sports knockoff type of thing, which I got to get my Wii hooked back up. It's just so much fun. You can get like a good sweat going, doing some bowling. Kids love it. We used to have set up like, you know, my Xbox, all the stuff in the living room. And then after Thea could move, we couldn't do it anymore. She, you know, rips cords and does whatever. But I got to figure out a way to get those back for the kids to use. $13.99 free shipping. Next thing going out, listed this yesterday. It is in a remote location, and it is an eye clicker. I made that joke, that pun, the other day in a video, and now that is literally what I've been labeling them. Remote location. Eye clicker. These, if you can find these, buy them. Buy all of them. Buy as many as you possibly find. I have no idea what that does. I put a battery in it, lights came on. Seems functional to me. I took a pretty significant offer, $15 free shipping. I think I had it listed $19.99 free shipping, but the sell-through rate on these things, and this is the iClicker Plus. There's a iClicker 2 that has a screen. You get $24, $29.99, somewhere in that range. I don't know what it does, but the sell-through rate on that thing is insane. It was like, this is just off total memory, but I want to say it was almost a 200% sell rate. So 100 listed, 200 sold, something really good. So iClicker, don't ignore remotes. Sometimes they matter. And I do have a pending, but that doesn't mean anything until they pay. Next up is B3E Victor Flame Buster. Also listed this yesterday. Also took a pretty good discount on it, but that's okay. I got $32 free shipping on that as well. That was in a Mikhail mystery box. Things that sold promoted, because I keep forgetting to do that. The game, the salt and pepper shakers, the proactive, the CD, and that's it. So, I don't know, 75% sold through promoted, 25% didn't. So, I haven't really noticed too much of a difference. I'm just stuttering over here. I haven't noticed too much of a difference from running sales to the promoted, but running the promoted is making me more money so far because it doesn't happen on every single sale. Whereas if I just run a whole store sale, whether someone was going to buy it at the regular price or not, they're getting it at a discounted price. So far, I think I made a mistake. I let someone else influence my decision instead of just figuring it out myself. And I guess that'll be tip of the day. And the tip of the day is listen to one person, and that person is you. Not me. Listen to you. Because when it comes down to it, you're the one that has to live with your decisions. You're the one who knows in your gut whether something's right or wrong. And I'm not saying that you have to just guess at everything. You take the information you get from other people, you put that information in your brain, you swirl it around, and you eject your own thought. You don't just look at what somebody else is doing. You don't just listen to what somebody else is doing. Take that as the gospel, as my father would say, and go on with your day. You pour as much info, as much learning as you can into your brain, and then you come up with your own plan, your own idea, your own thoughts, and you move forward with them. You also, there's a second part to that tip, be okay with being wrong. Because if you're wrong, that means you've eliminated that option. You don't do it that way anymore. You pivot, you do it a different way, you adjust, and you move forward. Don't blame yourself for that wrong decision. Take what you learned from that situation, put that in your brain, mix that soup up again, come up with a new thought. Because in your life, you're going to be questioned constantly by usually the people closest to you, because those are the people that have, the most ability to voice their opinions. And sometimes you got to have difficult conversations with people very close to you, because it's your life, it's your business, it's your decisions. And sometimes someone close to you is what's holding you back. So it's never fun, but sometimes you got to, the parent that says that's a bad decision as far as your career choice, or I don't know, I'm not going to give a bunch of examples, but either way, it's your life, it's your business, make your own decisions. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, little geek. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let go. I'm good at this.